So here we are again, back on the channel. So today we have the CB500X. This one's a 2019 model. We just thought this would be a good bike to do a review on, as they're very popular, and you can also ride these on an A2 license, which is very handy. It's a good adventure bike. It's like a lightweight adventure bike. The handling on it is superb. I've rode a few of these now. I've rode this one as well, as this one was in for an MOT. They handle really well, a lot better than you'd actually think, to be fair. What can I say about it? Power-wise, the power, I think it's got just under 50 brake these come out the factory with, which, to be honest, it packs quite a punch. It's got a lot of power low down. It does run out of power throughout the rev range. It's not, one of them that's got more power at the top than it has down low. This is obviously a twin cylinder, so it's going to be more torquey in Line 4. But yeah, it's a really nice bike to ride. It's comfortable. It's a good seat height. I think this one's been lowered as well. So if you've got short legs or you're a short female rider, this bike does belong to a female. Hence why it's been lowered. And it is actually a good bike for the smaller rider, 100%. What else? So yeah, basically the styling of it, I think it looks pretty snazzy, really, to be fair, for a Honda adventure bike. I like it. I like the screen as well. And I'll tell you what, that little bit of a reflective screen helps loads. You'd be surprised how much that actually does throw the wind up further over your head. So that's a really good upgrade to clip on there. There's a few little extras on this bike as well. So we've got crash bars each side that she's added. So if it ever gets dropped, it's going to protect the panels. And at the end of the day, it's an adventure bike. So you are, going to find yourself maybe down little tracks and maybe a little bit of off-roading and general adventure stuff. So it's always good to have extra protection for the panels. Obviously fitted with a back box, so it's more than capable to have a back box. This has got a aftermarket, what's the original? No, it's a Give You aftermarket rack. So you can get racks for them. But yeah, it rides, handles, top notch, to be honest, one of these. Heated grips, again that's an additional extra. I quite like the grips though as well, those foamy grips. It just keeps your hands nice and warm, and not only that, it's just really comfortable. Okay, maybe on like an R1 or something, they might not look so good or be so practical, but on this bike, yeah, I'm a big fan of that, to be fair. The actual riding position as well, I think, is pretty spot on, literally. I'm quite tall, maybe a little bit low for me, but it has been lowered to a standard size bike for a tall person. I'm 6'2". I think with a few extra inches in height, it would definitely be where I'd need it, and it would be more than adequate. So it goes to show it's more than adequate for a tall rider, and it could be more adequate for a short rider. So yeah, comfortable. The seat's good, not too hard. Yeah. Digital display as well, which is cool. I think on the 2019 model is when it changed over to digital display, and the display is actually quite easy to read, quite bright as well, which was a thing with these. I just want to say about it, suspension feels more than adequate for what it is. Braking's good, nice and responsive, nice and sharp. It's a nice big front disc, so the front brake's quite efficient. The back brake's pretty good as well, to be fair. I think sort of reliability wise, it's typical Honda, to be honest. There's not really many known faults with these. Not hardly anything, to be fair, nothing that's worth even mentioning. It's a good bike. If you are in the market for like a A2 or a small capacity adventure bike, then you definitely should be thinking about one of these, basically. But I just want to say, to be fair, I think the only thing there is now is take it for a test ride and come back and see what I find. Okay, I've ridden it, but I'm going to ride it a bit more in depth. I'm going to film me riding it, and then we'll take it from there. So keep it tuned. Right.
you go. Test riding a CB500X. Just MOT'd it and it's had a full check over. So it's a good bike to do a ride on, as we know everything's tip-top. First impressions, all the controls are nice and smooth. Riding position's nice. Quite coachy as well for a little 500. It's got a lot low down. It does run out a bit though for the higher rev range. Seat position's quite nice. The handlebars are just where you want them. The grips are nice and soft. Got the heated grips with their foam. Good. Another thing that stands out is how well the actual dash is displayed. It's like right there, you don't have to look far to see it, right in your face. Speed as well. The speedometer is in really big, see, digits. When he bumps into there, not a day for fishing anyway. Wow. I suppose I better not get sidetracked and carry on with the review, I suppose. Acceleration. But he's quite, you know, all it is actually quite pokey. Nothing third. 20 to 30. With a little adventure bike, that's under 50 brake for an A2 licence. I don't think you can go far wrong. And a customer of mine who's had this bike has had it for the last couple of years. He's had it a while.
Yep, so with that review and test ride over, I highly recommend the Honda. Absolutely wicked bike, really. Can't really fault it. Typical Honda. So if you're in the market for one, I would suggest you get out there and you buy one, you check it over, make sure it's what you want. Keep watching the channel. I'm Kevin. Ash is behind the camera. Oh, I said I'm Ash then. Like, share and subscribe. Peace out.